Well, hello everyone. I'm here in Shimbashi today, which, you know, it's actually been a long time since I've been here during the day, since most people would agree that you come here at night. And I would agree with that. The reason I'm here is because I'm actually shooting some film. I've got my Minolta SRT Super. I'm gonna be shooting a box of Fuji Superia Extra 400. Even with this new 35mm 1.8 lens I just got, I think it might be a little rough to shoot 400 speed film at night. So I decided to come here during the day. Apparently, Fuji's not even making this film anymore. This could very well be the first and last time I ever shoot it. And I've only got 36 shots, just the one roll, so gonna have to make every shot count. You know, I thought this would be a nice place to set up, but yeah, hopefully you can hear me over all the cicadas. I don't know, they can be nice in the distance as summer ambience, but to be honest, they can also be quite annoying, like they are right now. I actually keep telling myself I need to shoot more film. I bought this roll all the way back in January, I want to say. And it's currently July. I'm only just getting around to it, so it's just so expensive, but I love it. I want to do more. Streets are noticeably dead during the day. At night there'd be a lot more activity, a lot more interesting, so I really do suggest coming at night if you want to shoot around here. Still, it's a neat place. I like the aesthetic. So many places that would be open normally when I'm here are all closed. Although, this building's always kind of neat. Let's see if I can't get an angle with the street as well. Wait for this guy to pass a little bit more.猫かわいいですね。ちょっと写真撮っていいですか？いいですよ。ありがとうございます。あら、一応。カメちゃん。カメちゃん。こっち見て。いつもいますよ。ありがとうございます。Man, I was not fast enough. I was hoping to get a shot with the lady as well. I was too slow though. Way too slow. Smoke is making it hard to see in here. Oh, but oh no, they closed this down. This used to be another izakaya. $20, $21. Okay, looks like I got about I've done about 21 out of 36, which gives me 15 shots. Clearly math is my strong suit. You know, I have to say, it takes me a lot longer to go through 36 shots when I'm doing film. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like when I'm doing digital, I go through that many shots much more quickly. Sometimes even on the same scene, trying to get the perfect motion. No, I'm just playing. Actually, I try to only take one shot just because I did used to take a lot of burst photos when I was shooting one thing, and trying to sort through all that crap is a nightmare. So now I only try to take one photo, just makes it a whole lot more manageable. I do think it takes me a lot longer to get through 36 shots on film, and I think it's because I'm hesitant. Partly because, you know, I do have a finite amount of shots per roll, and I can't chimp, I can't see what I'm shooting, I can't check the exposure, so I'm a lot more hesitant. I tend to only take safe shots rather than experimenting like I might with digital, so yeah. I don't know, there's something I've noticed about whenever I shoot film. I tend to behave differently than from when I'm shooting digital. I do want to shoot more film. I just wish it wasn't so expensive, especially when you total up the cost of buying a roll, development, and then if you want to get prints of all that stuff. It really adds up the more you start doing it, so I haven't done it as much as I want to. Especially, I think certain film stock, like a lot of the Kodak stuff is marked up in Japan, actually, compared to like the US, so it's pricey. Not far from here is Yasukuni Shrine, which I've been to countless times. Maybe not on this channel, but I go there quite often. If I'm correct, I think there's some activity going on there tonight, so let's go check it out. Starting to get a bit dark, so you know what? I'm just gonna have to crank that shutter speed as low as I can comfortably get and hope for the best. Hopefully it doesn't turn out like crap. So yeah, a lot of the photos didn't exactly turn out so great. A lot of them were blurry, out of focus, which I'm gonna be honest, shooting f1.8 at 1/15 of a second with like not having the steadiest hands, like that's pretty tough, especially since I'm used to shooting with cameras that have IBIS, so I don't know, it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to get some faster speed film next time if I'm gonna shoot in low light, which, to be honest, that wasn't the plan. It was kind of spontaneous, so. I actually almost forgot that the festival was even happening. It wasn't until I took a break and checked social media and saw some people's stories about it that I was like, oh, it's happening. I should go check it out. I mean, I knew it was like around this time of year. I just didn't realize it was that particular weekend. So I'm glad I had a chance to go. It's a festival that I've heard a lot about. I've seen lots of photos in previous years, but I never made the time out to go. Yeah, no, it was quite beautiful. Very different from how Yasukuni Jinja normally looks. Glad I had a chance to see it. Now, I should probably mention, I did cheat a little bit. Yeah, I have my GR with me. I bring my GR with me everywhere. I mean, it's like my pocket camera everywhere I go. But I'll throw up some of the pictures I took. I only took like 20 or so. I'm just gonna show a couple. And I didn't start using it until after I ran out of shots on my Minolta.
I just had it as a backup basically. But as I said probably a few times throughout the video, I don't shoot film as much as I'd like to. I mean, I really want to shoot more of it. I've been really meaning to try to shoot some cinestill and lomography for some time, as well as just wanting to do more in general, especially black and white film. If there's any particular film stock that you'd like to see me try sometime, let me know in the comments. There's also just plenty to enjoy about shooting with a mechanical camera. I mean, like, this whole process of winding the lever and shooting, that is music to my ears. That's like the most satisfying thing, honestly. But I've also come to really enjoy shooting with the optical viewfinder. I mean, you know, an EVF is definitely more useful in most situations, but there is something nice about just not looking at a digital screen all the time, especially since I do that all the time, every day, on my phone, on my computer. It's nice to take a break from that and look at something real. Now that I think about it, Fujifilm actually has a perfect solution with some of their camera models having a hybrid viewfinder where you can toggle between an EVF and an OVF. It would just be nice if they didn't discontinue them or never have them in stock. Yeah, that's a can of worms for another day. Now, that's not to say that I think relying on an EVF is a bad thing. I mean, it's a great tool and it exists for a reason, so use it. I just wonder, or rather I just worry if it's become a bit of a crutch for me. Something I noticed when I was shooting with my Minolta is that I don't think I have as great a grasp of exposure as I thought I did. I can't really just go outside, look at the weather, and know exactly what exposure settings I should be using without having a live histogram or an EVF tell me if those settings are going to work or not. Now, I imagine someone who's used to shooting with an SLR is going to be better about that, and I think that's a valuable skill to have, so something to think about. Now, granted, most cameras these days do just have an EVF, so like it's not an issue 90% of the time. But I do like shooting with vintage cameras, so it is something that I do need to think about and something I am going to work on because I do think it's a valuable skill. That about wraps up my thoughts. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.